The holly bush behind me is green, but don't be deceived. It is very cold here. It's about 27 degrees, so I'm going to try not to shiver and also to talk about how to communicate certain feelings and sensations when your reader and your audience are going to be quite far away from that, quite removed. So, for example, how do I communicate to you right now that I am cold? I am dog cold. I do that by perhaps describing the temperature and maybe making some analogies. Also, maybe exploring how maybe a polar bear would be happy here right now, but I'm cold. I should be wearing a warmer coat than just a little jacket. But notice how I'm framing my argument in terms of how it could be or what I should be doing or who else might be comfortable in this, and see if I can see my breath. No, I don't know if I can. But as I try to communicate how it feels right now, I need to bring in experiences that you may have shared. And I can do that in a number of ways by pointing to other experiences, etc. And if I'm talking about getting to know myself through my writing and understanding myself, if I look very closely at what I choose to tell you about how I'm feeling and how I describe that, I start to understand the sort of important narrative points in my mind, and I understand how I get to understand myself, I know myself, and how I organize my own knowledge, and what I'm not saying. You know, if I'm not pointing out certain things, it may be that I'm deliberately trying to ignore those. And right now, as I'm taping this, people are driving by and they're kind of staring at me. So I'm actually sharing that because perhaps part of my fundamental personality profile has to do with kind of caring about what people are thinking. Maybe I don't care. I do care, obviously. And about conforming, and in my desire to conform and to be a good citizen of the world, what have I done? And what are the things that I'm sort of glossing over in my own emotions? What am I sort of suppressing? Right now I'm suppressing shivering. That's kind of a physical reaction, but it's also a metaphor for suppressing emotional responses. And part of the writing and self-discovery process involves being willing to read carefully the way I frame things and the words I use, and uncovering the patterns and the way that I think, in ways that I may not even understand myself. And once I do understand that, I have more freedom to choose and to make decisions and to figure things out